welcome to Soul Symbols. My name is Shelley. I'm a writer, an astrologer, and a card reader, and I'd like to welcome you to my channel. Today is a little bit of a surprise reading. I wanted to let all of my followers or anyone who watches my channel, I wanted to let you be with me as I was doing some kind of fun things that were related to the channel. What's been happening is, as you know, that with a lot of my card readings, I like to incorporate dice and oracle, and for a lot of my readings I also like to incorporate charms. I started learning about charms by watching other readers here on YouTube. One really big one that is wonderful, who has even videos that are tutorials on how to, collect charms. The reader's name is Charmed Intuition Tarot. But there are a lot of other readers right here on YouTube that also use charms in their readings, and it really does help. It just gives this added kind of extra, little something extra to a read, and it's a lot of fun, right? I did a love reading where I had charms on top, and it just seems like anytime I add charms to the read, it's just that much more fun. Now, what had happened was I did start to collect charms, like I started a charms collection, and one thing that I noticed, in particularly with Charmed Intuition Tarot, is that she has this beautiful metal container for her charms, and it's very rounded, and it has little moon and stars cut out of it. But what it is it's a good size dish. It's a good size charms dish, right? There's another reader who does resin. Like you've seen me hold up what we call orgonites, which are orgonites are materials that are encased in resin. And what it is that you can also make a dish out of a resin, something in resin, right? Like here I have a coaster that's daisies. So there's another really great reader. Her name is Julissa's Messages, and I think she actually even makes her own resin dishes. But she has a beautiful seashell that she holds all her charms in, and it's a good, again, a really good sized dish. And then she has kind of a separate resin plate that she does the actual throwing of the charms. Well, what had happened was I really liked the bowl shape, right? And it's funny, so what I did is I went to the thrift store and I found a good bowl, right? This is the bowl that I've been keeping my charms in. And as you can see, it's very nice. It's not bad. The bottom of it's kind of hollow, but it's been a good size. It's been a good dish, right? And anytime I need to put my charms into something else, I also have a bag that, coordinates with all of my motifs. So, anytime I have to move the charms, I just put it in a bag that I made. But what's been happening is I've been collecting more charms, and so therefore my charms dish is getting pretty full. And it's not bad, as you can see. I can still get my hands in there, and it gets a little loud sometimes. But my thing is that with any good read, you like to really stir it up. There's a few kind of smaller charms, and we want to make sure that those don't get a chance to get rotated, kind of churned up in there. So what I wanted to do is I was in the market for a new dish. And what I did is I went to eBay, and I went to Etsy, and I was really in the search. Now, I'll be honest, it's funny, if you're watching this video at the time that it's posting, there's still a lot going on in the world with the pandemic, and sometimes when you're ordering stuff online, it's not the first time that I got something that was completely different. Like, I've had several faux pas where, when I was buying, certain materials like toilet paper or paper towels, you end up getting something different. Like maybe it's the wrong size, it's not the brand that you expected. So I kind of had that happen. Again, I really like the kind of rounded, kind of, full belly, when it's kind of deep like that, it makes it easier to kind of stir up your charms. And I really love Charmed Intuition's dish. I thought it was a great dish. And I've been meaning to chat and just kind of ask, okay, where did you get it? But, a lot of times, someone will come back, oh, I found it at a thrift store, or I found it at a vintage boutique or something. So, finding a charms dish is kind of a journey. It's a little bit of a rare thing to find the right bowl, right? And so I went online, and I found a bowl, and but I goofed, because when you look at it, this bowl I found online, and as you can see, it's very rounded. I kind of giggle because both Charmed Intuition bowl and the bowl that I was kind of looking for, because I wanted something that kind of had a lip, because again, when you put your hand in there, you want enough room to put your hand in, but still be able to, really get a good, really be able to churn it up without everything, falling out. But I kind of giggle because a lot of maybe it's a sign that I'm not very couth, because I don't know what you would call something like this, something that's rounded here with kind of a lip on it, but it looks like a cauldron to me, right? And I'm giggling because every single time I think of a cauldron, or anytime I'm doing charms, if you've ever seen the movie The Princess Bride, and you know how Carol Kane, after the pit of despair, when they they go to, is it Mad Max or Magic Max, to bring Wesley back to life, and it's so funny, like, he's bringing him back to life, and he says something, and then his wife comes rushing in, and he's like, "Get back, witch!" And she's like, "I'm not a witch, I'm your wife." And what it is in divination and card reading, there are quite a few people who practice Wicca. And me personally, I do not practice that faith, but I am respectful of all faiths on my channel, right? Whatever you believe in, if you believe in your spirit guides, your higher power, God, Christian beliefs, I'm kind of, I embrace all of it. But I didn't know what else to call it other than a cauldron, right? Because that's what it looks like, right? And the funny thing is, this was a perfect size. When I saw the pictures, it's got a little tarnish on it. I've been kind of rubbing that down with baking soda. That's why I have it on a Kleenex. But it's no fault to the seller. But I did buy it from a UK, like it was international. And I washed it, and I was trying to, kind of clean it up, because silver gets that way. This dish gets it a little bit too. But what happened was, I was translating the measurements from centimeters to inches, and I must have calculated something wrong, because I thought it was 7 inches across, right? And the width of this is 5 inches, right? So I thought for sure that it was going to be a silver dish that was bigger to hold, but unfortunately what it is it's almost like the same size, right? At this point, I don't think it would hold more charms than what it does now, if not less. So I was a little disappointed. It's still a beautiful dish. I think I might use it for something else. But at this point, I was, stuck back with my same dish. And again, I wanted a cauldron. I wanted something that was kind of round-bellied to hold my stuff. So I was all excited. I had the day off today, and I went on a day trip. And what I found is a little bit different. And please tell me what you think. I think this is a good match. I found a soup bowl, right? I found a soup bowl, and it's ceramic. It's ceramic. It doesn't have that much weight. Honestly, I really feel like it's a little bit weightier than the silver bowl. But I thought I liked how big it was, and it did still kind of have the lip on the top. And I just thought it would give me more room to kind of swirl things around, right? So what I'm going to do is, long story short, too late, I'm going to go ahead and let you share with me. We'll do this together. I'm going to go ahead and put my charms into the new bowl. I brought it home and cleaned it, and we washed it. Everything gets washed now in the world of Verona. Everything gets washed. But I'm going to go ahead, and I'm also going to share with you as I'm transferring things to the new bowl. And we can see this is the first time they're being transferred, so we'll see how it goes. And of course, I want to buy more charms, now that we're starting. I did want to also share with you, as we are going through the charms, I kind of wanted to show you a few of the new ones that'll be coming out. And then moving forward, I will be doing more charms reading in the future. So this is just something fun for us to do on a Sunday, to share together. You guys make my channel what it is. I'm so grateful for all of my watchers, anybody who watches, and especially my subscribers. Thank you. So we're going to go ahead and do this together. And so first off, you're going to see quite a few of the existing charms, but I'm just going to go through, and as I go through, if there's a few new ones. This first one I kind of got was really cute. I got one that says Best Sister, and it's kind of two pieces that kind of flop together. I thought that was so cute. This one I just got in, and oh my gosh, I was stupid excited about this. It's a little bit of a bigger charm, but it's a Blockbuster video case. And it's about an inch and a half wide. It's not too tall, but it does take up some space. And what is the cutest part about this? So first off, I'm taking this to be my old school charm, right? This is going to mean old school. And the charm actually opens up. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? And it has a little videotape inside, and guess what? Guess what movie it is? It's Ghostbusters, the original one. And oh, I thought that was so cute. I'm actually really excited about this because my friend sent me the video for the new Ghostbusters movie, The Afterlife, and we spent so much time analyzing it. We got the piggy bank, which was a new one, or an existing one. I got a new one that's a tarot card. I thought that was so great. So we got our tarot in there. I wonder if it's going to make more noise as we go along, but this one's a fairly new one. I got a box of donuts. And you know what? There's a scene in a movie that I always think of when I think of this, but I almost think of a box of donuts. There's several meanings, especially when a donut has a pink box. There's a meaning behind that. But I just always think of Sunday mornings, I almost think of having a relaxing time. You know how when maybe a family member goes and they bring donuts for everyone? It just reminds me of a lot of peace. I finally got a mermaid, and I'm really excited about this one because it's a little one. I didn't want like a huge mermaid, and that's what I kept finding, so I think she's perfect. We've got the hourglass, which I think is a great one. We've got our elephant, our little rooster, our individual girl. So these are a lot of the charms that you see all the time. These are fun because these are actually really nice. All the ones that you've kind of seen on the regular are little rubber. They're little, not plastic, but they feel like rubber. But it's nice because they kind of act like a little buffer in the bowl. Ooh, we got a little S, which is my initial. But I love it because they kind of act like a buffer in the bowl, and they don't get knocked around very easily because they just bounce back. And then of course that we have our little blowfish, which is the stress blows. This one hasn't come out yet in a reading, but I can't wait for it. It's a little genie lamp, and what I think is great is on the bottom you see a little, what looks like the little face of the genie, like almost like the face of the djinn. So that's going to be a fun one. We got our good old tambourine. Got our tambourine, which has come out quite a few times already. The kitty cat is actually fairly new, and I think this is so cute because she's got a little crown. So, I always think of that as being kind of the king or queen of the house, or if you have a cat, that it kind of rules everything. Speaking of rulers, we have our little princess crown. We have our heart, and that came out. That came out in the romance reading. This is a new one I just got today, and it says blessed. So I'm so excited to add that one to the dish. This one is great. This has come out before in readings, but it's a little note. So it can mean being a scribe or writing a letter to someone. This is great. It's a little hand mirror. And it's so great because it can be, it can be seeing yourself clearly. It can be mirroring someone. It can be, it's all in the context of it because it can be, can be vanity or really being concerned with your own looks. Got the heart and the donkey. This one hasn't come out in a read yet, but it's really quite cute. It's a little treasure chest. It looks like it's been under the ocean, so maybe that'll come out with our mermaid at some point. I definitely have magnets, and we have our air balloon that came out. This one's a new one, and I'm stupid excited about this one. We got a little suitcase. This will focus. we got a suitcase, and what's so great about this is that it has little stickers on it, or they're actually embedded in the suitcase. What is adorable about this little charm, it's very detailed, but you can actually open the charm, and inside is a little postcard. And the postcard actually has a little chain on it, so it kind of comes out. It says, best regards. It says best regards, and on the other side it has the actual little postcard. So, you know, sometimes that can mean someone is writing to you, or someone's taking a trip. It can be plans to travel. I think all of us are right now just in the planning stage. Of course, we've got our horse. This one's a new one. This is a parrot. And I think that's great because sometimes that can mean that you're a rare bird, or sometimes it can mean someone's parroting back to you, or someone's imitating you. This one is so great. I actually, this is from, if you've seen the movie Disney's Up, you know how it has all the balloons? And on the other side, it's really, really tiny, but it says adventure is out there. And you know what that makes me think of? It just makes me think of dreaming big, never having too big a dream, because he moved his house to the place that they had dreamed of always going, right? We got the diamond ring, which pretty much means commitment, or taking a relationship to a higher level. Oh, these are great. And again, these are the tinier charms that we kind of, we have a roller skate. That's a new one. And a little unicorn. We have the king's crown and the little mending heart. Those we've seen. Let's go ahead and we'll just kind of put out some more here. We've got the apple, which can be health or learning, maybe a teacher. Got the sloth. We got the conch shell, which I think is intuition. I really think of the high priestess with that. And our dragonfly. The number 2, the moon. This one's a fairly new one. It's a little wine bottle, but I thought that was fun. You know, definitely, have maybe something we're celebrating, or a formal night out, like a date night or something. We've got our avocado and our llama. This one's great too. There's actually a coordinating, let me see, we'll see if we can find it. There's another one that goes kind of with it. They can be read separately. Oh, here we go, I found it. There's a little high heel and some lips. And so separately, the lips can be kissing or someone liking your lips, but the high heel and the lips can mean that maybe you're getting dressed up to go out, right? Now this next one, I'm going to go ahead and find the other one. I bought these separately, but this one is so great. It's a little vintage charm that's a mailbox. And it actually, the little lid opens, the little flap opens. But along with it, I did get one other fossil charm, which I've always wanted, even if I don't read this for charms, I may put this on a charm bracelet someday. It's a little letter, and the letter actually opens, and it says love always. And I just think that's the sweetest thing in the world. Of course, it can mean, a love letter or a Valentine. It can mean someone's, thinking to write to you, or that, a message of love. Now, we got the octopus, which I think is great. This is like a little silver one. I think this is the cutest octopus I've ever seen. Sometimes that can mean that you have your hands on a lot of things, or you're just multitasking. Sometimes, the way that an octopus kind of gets scared and kind of inks and runs away. We've got the little red dress. I did get a few movie-related things. This always reminds me a little bit of a disco ball, so sometimes that reminds me of dancing or having a nightlife. Let's see here. Our magnet is holding on to a lot of stuff. Okay. Ooh, these are kind of great. I did get some more, and again, all these little ones are kind of sinking to the bottom, and that's what I wanted a bigger dish for, is so we can get them all. I did get a bunch of new emoticons, and so it's a bunch of them. There's both little emoji faces, and I hope you're not seeing my face. Hold on. I don't look bad, but I did just go for a walk, so a little sweaty. Not too bad. I can't smell myself yet. give me time, right? But as we go through, you're going to see a bunch of them. But I get different little smiley faces, and then the little expressions. Like we have OMG, BFF. We have a laughed out loud in there. And then this is great too. I definitely got some more that were a little bit more children related, like the two little footprints. So that could be, you know, a new little one or a baby. We do also have a pacifier that kind of means that. And then there's other charms. We have a little dog, which always usually means loyalty or a good friend. And then our numbers. Let's see here. We've got the, ooh, ka-ding. Let's go ahead, grab some more. We're almost done, and we'll get them all moved over and see how it looks. I did get a new pumpkin, which is going to be fun. I really like that one. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to mean Halloween. I got a sneaker, so sometimes that can mean a skater or someone who loves shoes, loves sneakers, who has a lot of shoes. We have another conch shell, but it's a little bit different. It's a little bit more flat. It's a little bit not as 3D, but it's always good to have more than one of those. I definitely have a little bit more of different cultural ones, like we have a Celtic knot, and then we have the yin and yang in there. These were actually pendants that I already had. We got the music notes. I was excited. This one's a little bit more girly. I think I have another music note that's definitely just silver and, you know, more. Let's see here. Yeah, and almost done. And you can see in the bottom, this is what I want to make sure when I get to the reading, I want to be able to really swish it around because there's little ones in here, right? Ding. I also think that's good chi when you hear the little sound. This one is actually really cute. This is like a little rain cloud, you know? And sometimes it doesn't have to be, you know, negative. It can just mean, you know, silver lining kind of stuff. Oh, here's a great one. This one's a little bit more of a movie-related thing. And it's funny, I don't normally go with movies too much, but I went ahead and I did get a little Iron Man mask. And this is really cute. This is a little pendant. I actually thought it was going to be smaller than what it is. It's a little bit bigger, but it's good because at least you can read it. It says, proof that Tony Stark has a heart. And I always just think of that scene in that movie when, you know, Pepper Potts keeps the original technology that was keeping him alive, and it ends up saving his life. But it was a real sentimental moment, and it's a real sweet moment. Oh, I think this is really great. These were a bunch that came together, but you know, we do have a few little girly ones, but we have a little cupcake and we have a little lightning bolt. But I love the fact the lightning bolt has the little heart on it, and then you got a moon and a star. So that's really cool. Now, this was exciting because I really wanted one of these. I'd seen other readers that had a boot, and boot kind of means working hard. You can also think about pulling yourself up from your bootstraps, right? I've had this charm for a while. It just hasn't really come out too much lately. We have the little cacti, the little cactus. It's probably a bigger cactus. And then you have a sand dollar. This one is a fairly new one. This one also came out. I have a little sun. Is the sun there? You see her? Yep, here's the sun. But there's a little sun and little sunglasses. And I think that's so great. When I see sunglasses, I kind of think your future's so bright you gotta wear shades. We do have another more traditional sun too as well. And I kind of read that the way I would the sun tarot card. We have a great one that says half full, half empty. So, you know, depending on how that reads. And here we go. We have another charmy. And here, I'm going to pull out a few of these charms just so you can see. Oh, here we go. I'm getting all of them. See, they all kind of sink to the bottom, and that's where I really want to be able to stir them up. But yeah, it was not expensive, but they're silver plated, and you see all the little emojis. I thought that would be fun to have emojis in our dish. But let me go ahead. These are a lot of the ones you've seen. We have numbers. Now, these are really, really tiny ones. There's these little tiny microscopic ones that I think they're really meant to be put inside of one of those little circular pendants. But it says, if you look at it, it's a little laugh out loud, and it's a little @ sign, so it can kind of mean email, or maybe you got a little chuckle out of someone. I do have a coin, which I kind of think of the Ace of Coins, or the Ace of Pentacles. I love this. We got a little ghosty. And again, sometimes that can mean that someone's ghosting you, or maybe you ghosted someone else, or it can also mean, you feel a little haunted by somebody. This one's cute. I know I have quite a few little keys, but this one was actually a key and a heart. So kind of can mean someone's got the key to your heart. And let's go ahead, and we got the last of it. So we'll go ahead and dump it out here. This one is great. This actually was given to me by my grandmother. And so it's a little angel. And I always smile because I think not only did she give it to me, but, and here we go. We have the other little, talk to you later, laugh out loud. This one's great. This kind of went with the roller skate, but it's a little cassette tape. And then, of course, it's great. We got a little bit more modern. We got a bottle of water and a cell phone, And then we've got a little birdie, which I always think, of tweeting, or, little things like that. We got our piñata, which is a tried and true one, but it's like one of my favorite ones. And then we got your little paw print. This one's a new one, and I'm so excited. This is a really beautiful charm. It's got a nice little weight to it, but it's 2 tickets. So, sometimes that can mean a concert. And, of course, you sell this one with our love reading, and I love this charm. It's a little box of chocolates and the heart shape. And then we have our tower. This new charm I got today, and this was exciting. It's a little rainbow heart, and of course that can mean a lot of different things, but I wanted to have that diversity. And then, wow guys, so this is the dish, and I'm so excited, so let's go ahead and see. We're going to go ahead and we're going to stir it up. So let's do this. Let's see how it's stirring up. Now, first off, I do like the size, just because it does give me room, and it does have that lip, kind of lets my hand kind of lean on it a little bit. Now, it is ceramic. Earlier in the video, I put up the measurements to see, how much one weighed compared to another. But I do like this. It gives me room to grow, and it does allow me to go ahead and really stir it up so I can get to some of those smaller charms, sorry, littler. So let's go ahead and let's just see, just for fun. Let's go ahead and see if we can get this. It does get a little bit loud, so if it's too loud, please. Oh, wow. Okay, so we got hope. And with it, we got the number 9 and a little crown on it. So we got the starfish. I always think of regeneration, like starfish can regrow from the tiniest little piece. We got the little sneaker. And then oh, look at that. We got the little owl, and this is the mama and baby owl. And then we got the stag. So wow, guys. So I see a lot of hope. I see the number 9. It's like almost to the completion of a cycle. I have to admit, just when I think of sneakers, and especially with the little heart on it, I do kind of think of collections. You know how people have sneaker collections. I also kind of think, with it being high tops, I do almost think of a skater person, someone who's a little bit unique. I think of someone who enjoys what they do, and I definitely enjoy what I do. The stag is great. It usually means a leader, kind of the head of their group. But here, you know what it is? I also think when you see antlers, when you just see the antlers, you almost think of it like your prize. You know how it's like a trophy. And wow, guys, with the starfish also being like a star, meaning hope. So wow, guys, I really like the dish. I think it's going to be a good addition, and of course, I'll still be on the lookout for something metal. But if this was the size of this, I would have been all done. But I'm not. I definitely like it. I think it's going to turn out good. But I hope you enjoyed the video. This was just something to do kind of different on a Sunday. Please tell me in the comments below. Please tell me what you think of the new dish. Do you think it's good? Should I stick with metal? You know, what would you like to see? And if not, I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. And then I hope you can join me back on Tuesday. We're going to be doing the How to Tarot, and we're going to be talking about the Page of Pentacles. So I hope you have a good day, and I'll catch you later. Bye.